imagine there were two major influences on the Dior collection today. One is the storm of speculation that continues to swirl around the house. The other is the fact that haute couture is a major influence this season, and Christian Dior owns a lot of those looks.
Everybody's been discussing the merits of not having a creative director that is a name or anything behind the house.
You know, everybody's talking about the 50s and 60s pretty dresses, but actually sort of Dior invented that look. So for us, sort of capturing the mood of the moment was like cleansing the palette and going back to our archives, seeing those silhouettes that Monsieur Dior did at the end of his career, in the beginning of Saint Laurent and the beginning of Marc Bohan as well.
That was such a pretty shot.
It was a very pretty shot. I am always so inspired by women and men that were always in suits and properly dressed, even to go on the airplane, and we've lost that. I'm happy that people are getting dressed again.
I would call it sensual modernity. Those transparencies were very sexy, but then the styles were very safe. So that juxtaposition between the transparencies and the shape, but the length of the skirt to the knee, you know, there was nothing daring there other than the fabrics.
Reassuring to see a show that was so safe, I thought.
Yeah, it was very, very pretty. I mean, everything's very ladylike right now, and it is all these couture references and reminding people about what luxury is, and they didn't vary very far from that Dior silhouette. In fact, that's probably a good place for the house to be at this moment in time.
Yeah, I think, you know, Bill is sort of in an impossible position, but actually did a fantastic show.